Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Sussex Daily News version 2 YouTube channel. This video, we give you a piece of breaking news. Prince Philip's angry reaction in Meghan Markle's betrayal of Queen and Country. He hyped Meghan. This is not a popularity contest. Early today, a royal expert had claimed Prince Philip is very, very disappointed by Meghan Markle's failure to support the monarchy and her husband. The Duke of Edinburgh, who gave up his naval career to support the Queen when she ascended the throne in 1952, was irritated when Meg failed to do the same, according to Ingrid Stewart. Speaking to Sky News, the royal biographer said the elderly prince couldn't understand why the former actress didn't follow his example when she married Prince Harry in May 2018. She said, "I think he's very, very disappointed because I think he feels he gave up his naval career in order to stand by the Queen and help the monarchy. And why can't Meghan just give up her acting career, support her husband, and support the monarchy?" Ms. Stewart said Prince Philip didn't want to be a part of the talks about the Sussex's future outside of the monarchy, which were held at Sandringham in January. Added, "As he used to say to Diana, this is not a popularity contest. This is all of us working together. He just cannot understand why she wouldn't support Harry and help him rather than wanting to have her voice." Prince Philip has given his life to Queen and Country. What a hero. Harry, on the other hand, has turned into a self-absorbed twit. I can well understand Prince Philip's frustration at Meghan's deceit in cleverly indicating in the engagement interview that she was anxious to assume her royal responsibilities, only to abandon them less than 2 years later in favor of the celebrity lifestyle she planned even before the wedding. You know, Meghan touts how Harry is a feminist, but Philip is the true feminist. He gave up his career and walked a step behind his wife his whole life to support her in her duty to the crown and country. Despite whatever may have gone on privately in their life, ultimately actions speak louder than words. Meghan and Harry's actions say just how selfish they are. She didn't leave the royal family for him to find himself despite his obvious personal struggles over feeling so lost. She left him for her own personal gain and expects him to blindly follow her. Harry was stalked for 2 years by Meghan because of her career, if you call it that. Like aging, the barely mediocre actress was nearing its expiration date. She needed a new man to support her, and so she networked her way into Harry's social circle while doing one-off events to enhance the facade to present to Harry that she is a generous, caring humanitarian who would be a great fit in your family. She always intended to divide Harry from his life and isolate him in the US while she sells her title and royal connection to the highest bidder to increase her status, power, wealth, and influence. She's just using Harry and only loves the title, not him or Archie. But, according to an anonymous expert, Prince Philip is right to be very disappointed in Meghan Markle's betrayal of Queen and Country. But he has probably failed to grasp the extent of her narcissism, greed, and soulless pursuit of power. Is he aware that she has exploited her royal titles in order to interfere in the upcoming US election? Is he aware that she and Harry have transferred charitable donations from the now-defunct Sussex Royal to their Travelist/MWX money-making schemes? Is he aware that they promised to donate Disney payments to Elephants Without Borders, but have not done so? Is he aware that they claim to make a contribution to pay off Frogmore Cottage renovations, but have not confirmed that they will not claim it as a tax deduction, thereby saddling the British taxpayers with their debts? Perhaps Prince Philip should have been made aware by the fact that Meghan Markle has trashed the future King William and Queen Consort Catherine due to their jealousy. Meanwhile, Miss Stewart went on to claim that the Duke of Edinburgh doesn't wish to get involved anymore since Prince Harry and Meghan officially stepped back from the royal family in March this year. She observed, "Of course, it irritates him hugely. And when they had the Sandringham summit, Prince Philip was seen leaving the house very swiftly before they all arrived. He simply doesn't want to get involved anymore. He doesn't want to be betrayed again." Can you imagine? Philip must be raging. Harry has been given so much, more than the wealth he was given so much time and attention to by his family, and he's thrown it all back in their faces. Philip must have been so chuffed to hand his military roles to his grandson when he retired, and Harry went and chucked it all in. He'll be so disappointed. Back in 1952, it was very much a man's world. Philip was a war hero and every bit the action man, so whatever you think of him now, he must have had a really hard time to swallow his pride and give up his own career to support the Queen. He probably had to face criticism and teasing from his peers. He gave up everything. Markle, aka the Green Goblin, gave up nothing but gained everything. Marrying Harry was never about helping or supporting him. It was about helping herself and gaining fame and power. I'd be surprised that Prince Philip isn't disappointed and disgusted by his grandson's lack of a spine, not to mention his lack of loyalty to family, country, and Queen. Meanwhile, in The Independent, author Ed Cumming wrote, "To those of us who have believed the People's Party Prince and his Hollywood actress wife were really thinking of eschewing the limelight, this summer has been a series of disappointments. What to expect from a reality show about the Sussexes? Harry playing Call of Duty while rejecting the Call of Duty, perhaps?" He continues, "I believed them. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to bow out of royal duties and head for a new life abroad, like most concerned and dispassionate observers, I thought they would truly go to ground. I imagined a little cabin in the Canadian woods where Harry could chop wood, plaid shirt tied around his waist, while Meghan perfected her flapjack recipe. At night, they'd sit around the fire and do impressions of Nicholas Witchell." Again, to those of us who believe the People's Party Prince and his Hollywood actress wife were really thinking of eschewing the limelight, this summer has been a series of disappointments. In June, it was reported that the Sussexes had bought a $15 million house in Santa Barbara, Los Angeles. Such an out-of-the-way spot that it only has an open-top bus tours of celebrity homes a few times a day. Then, at the start of September, Netflix announced a multi-year deal with the couple to make documentaries, docuseries, and a feature film, scripted shows, children's programming. No figures were given, but sources close to the deal said that $100 million had been mooted. The most recent twist is the story, reported earlier this week, that the package their representatives offered Netflix included home video footage recording during the wrangling over their stepping back from royal duties. A spokesperson for the couple has since denied this, but the prospect still looms of a kind of Kardashian style, a behind-the-scenes diary about what it's like to say farewell to the Queen. We imagine Harry in the gloom of a bedside lamp, tears streaming down his face as he comes to terms with the fact that he will no longer be HRH. Meghan, sorting through the fancy dress box, asking him if he thinks he'll need the uniform again. Playing Call of Duty while rejecting the Call of Duty, that sort of thing. Sources said this kind of programming was the pound of flesh Netflix would take in exchange for letting them make a lot of worthy and more boring films about their charitable interests and other good deeds. While there is still no truth to rumors that they might play themselves in The Crown, there are plenty of other Netflix series in which the Sussexes could do a fine job. Tiger Prince would be a natural sequel to Tiger King. Baby Archie will soon be old enough for a role in Stranger Things, a series about innocent children caught up in sinister global conspiracies. It's about time Chef's Table visited some more down-to-earth restaurants. They could start with the Pizza Express in Woking. Your level of outrage about the Sussexes heading to Netflix probably depends on how fussed you were about them quitting royal duties in the first place. The most indignant reactions argued that Meghan and Harry were taking the perks of being British royalty without having any obligations, such as attending rugby matches, dancing in Jamaica, or sitting next to Prince Philip at Christmas. In reality, their new life won't be so different from the old one. They'll still be paid lots of money and live their lives in the full frenzied scrutiny of the tabloid press. It's just that they're no longer being paid by the British taxpayer. It's a better deal for the British public than if they had simply gone to ground in a remote village. We still have the Queen, Charles, William, and Kate for the somber head of state work, and still most of the entertainment provided by Harry and Meghan's all-too-public travails. In effect, they've outsourced themselves to American tech investors, and we ought to applaud them for it. Thank you, Mr. Ed Cumming, for this content, and thanks for watching my video. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below. Please like and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News to not miss any new videos from our team in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.